Hey guys, it is Andrea, and today I'm coming at you with yet another plan with me. This week is for the week of April 19th through the 25th, and this is actually my birthday week. And for this week, I decided to use the 7-year anniversary kit, which I just think is such a fabulous, cute kit. It is still in the shop if you didn't pick it up, and I am using the foil that was created to go with it, which is the mixed metal of silver and gold. It's crazy how big this kit is, the sticker kit. You could totally stretch it 2 weeks if you use the fashion boxes. I actually did the full week using a ton of boxes and actually not using any of the fashion boxes at all, just because I really wanted to use all of the double box scenes throughout. But I love the way this looks. I'm using my Aura Stell A5 wide cloud along with the A5 wide inserts. And if you know me, I love mixed metal, I love gold, I love luxe, I love pink. I just love it all. And I love like Barbie, and this was inspired by the Barbie Malibu Dream House. And I just love this kit so much. I feel like Jess did such an amazing job. She always does though. I feel like every time I have a custom request, she just kills it. I just feel like I'm so lucky to be able to work with so many amazing artists. I have another artist, Darcy, who actually just sent me a sneak. Darcy, if you're watching, I'm still dying, even though you sent it like 3 hours ago, of a kit that I did a custom kit for it in the past, but I knew that if I ever did another custom kit for it, it's something that like literally nobody cares about it besides me and probably like Darcy, but I knew that if I ever did a kit of the theme again, I knew I needed Darcy to do it, and I'm just so excited because I'll probably be using it next year for my birthday. It's so beautiful, and I'm like, should I throw myself a 30th birthday party? Like, it's crazy, next year I'm gonna be 30, and I'm like, already telling Marg, I like texted her today, I'm like, I'm having my 30th birthday party, and you have to come, so put it in your calendar. I know you're busy, but like, yeah, and I'm just very, very excited. So that's what's going on. I actually booked next year for my birthday, me and Bree, who's like my oldest, bestest friend. We're gonna go see Justin Bieber, which I'm so excited about. She loves Justin Bieber probably more than I do. Um, but yeah, I'm like really excited because I think that'll be really, really fun. So anyways, it was a good birthday. I turned 29 this year. It was also, well, not this week, but next week was the 7-year anniversary. So it's nice that those are kind of close together. So I could use this to celebrate. And then next week is Jessica's birthday. So I did use Part of Your World, which I think turned out really cute. I feel like my spreads, I've done, I think 5 since this spread, and they're all so cute. The only one that I was kind of like meh about was Mother's Day, and that's because I used silver 2 weeks in a row, and that is literally the biggest bummer for me. It's fine if it's like mixed in with like gold and silver, as you can see here, but like if I just use silver by itself, I'm just like a miserable person. So we'll get into that when I get to that plan with me, which will be in a couple of weeks. But this week, I'm out of breath. I was just running around with the boys for like an hour while Nick was cleaning. After I cooked dinner, we ate, and I just like ran around, and I'm just so tired now. Anyways, this week I was 6 weeks pregnant, so I went ahead and marked that in. And did I put out my birthday on the sidebar? I have like a box on basically every sidebar from this year that I need to put something in. I might end up doing like a really long Christmas countdown. I don't know. It's just like, I never know what to put on the second box, but like I'm so stuck on my sidebar situation that I don't want to like change it to like only have one thing. So that'll be a later draw problem, but for now, we're just gonna leave it. The only foil that's not for my shop, I believe, in the base is the Killing It quote box that's in the sidebar, and that is from Sadie Stickers, I believe. But let's go ahead and talk about the day by day. So on Monday the 19th, I had Starbucks for breakfast. I don't even think that I had a chai. I only recently got back to drinking chais every once in a while. I think for a while I was getting the like egg white bacon sandwich because I feel like breakfast is the safest meal for me. It has been. I get like the least sick from it. So it's like a reduced fat turkey egg white sandwich. I feel like they're always sold out of it, but I'm pretty sure that's what I got that day. And then Nick and I went on an HEB date, which was really funny. We like thought we were gonna like start going grocery shopping together weekly as our like date, like as well as one of our dates. But we went I think like 2 weeks in a row or something like that, and then I just really, really love Amazon Fresh. It's just so convenient to be able to lay in bed at night and like my groceries, like they have a previously ordered, and like basically for the most part we order the same thing, like milk, eggs, chocolate milk, yogurts, some like specific vegetables. Like we order the same thing every single week. So being able just to like go through previously purchased bread and add all of our favorite items, and they carry most of the things that we like. And usually everything's in stock. Recently, it's been really hard to get chicken for some reason. But I snagged some chicken thighs for chicken noodle soup tomorrow night. But it's just so easy to do that. I like going to the grocery store, but like I don't like it that much. So it was supposed to be like a date thing, but I think that it might be like once a month to like see what's new, especially at H-E-B and Walmart. I feel like there's so many new things at like the grocery store. So gotta go every once in a while. Just not gonna be a weekly thing for me. I just prefer to order groceries online. Then we had family time and we booked a zoo trip with Bennett. So the only we didn't actually go to the zoo because we booked the tickets for a specific day. Not sure why we even really did that, and we should have just like went and like bought tickets. But they're like non-transferable for the day, and the day that we were supposed to go, which it would have been like a 45-minute drive to the zoo, it rained. So we just thought of it as a donation at that point and just didn't go. And then the kids were out of school, so we figured we'd be packed, and it also got really hot. So I feel like this was the time to go, but it just didn't work out. But I know we want to go to the zoo around Bennett's birthday next year, maybe the week before we're going to go, like during October, a weekday. And we're probably going to go to the Dallas Zoo because that's better than the Austin Zoo, and also the Waco Zoo. It's like a bigger, more like serious zoo, I feel like. Which, I mean, the other zoos are good for Bennett. Like, he doesn't really care too much, but if we're going to make it a trip, we're going to make it a trip. So really excited about that. So hopefully we could go this fall. And then I watched The Good Doctor, which was so sad. I feel like there's like a 95% chance that when I watch The Good Doctor, I'm going to cry. And I also feel like it's quite triggering to me because half of it has to do with like baby stuff, and then the other half is just people dying. So like I feel like it triggers my anxiety. So whenever I watch The Good Doctor, I try and binge watch a bunch of episodes so that I can like get in my feels and then get over it over the next like 12 to 24 hours. Because if I watch it every single week, it's just too much of a cycle for me. But I love the show. I love this, like the storyline. I think it's super interesting. I haven't watched like a doctor type show since House. And I didn't watch House, like, House is over, I assume, right? I didn't watch it till it's like end, but I watched like many seasons of House. But I always did like the like doctor shows. Then it's the next day. Tuesday, we had Starbucks and Monument for breakfast. We got it to go. And then I just hung out with the boys for a while in the movie room and probably watched Phineas and Ferb or something like that. And then I gave both of the boys a bath, and Nick and I watched, is it Raya? I still don't even know. I think I spent too long calling it Raya without like ever hearing anyone officially say it. And now that I just don't know what it is. But we watched that. I thought it was cute. I don't think it was like one of my favorites at all. I didn't hate it, but I probably won't watch it again unless Bennett wants to watch it. But we watched that, and it was cute. I love Aquafina, so there's that, and that was entertaining. But otherwise, it was just cute. I just feel like Pixar movies are where it's at. So like just like the Disney ones, I'm usually like not super impressed. But sometimes they do surprise me. So there was that. And then on Wednesday, I went to Target. And then we went to, what did I put in here? Am I on the right? Oh, that's Thursday. Wednesday. Oh, yeah. Went to Target, and then I showered for the first time in our master shower this day. We had moved a couple of weeks ago, but there was something wrong with the like interface in our shower. So we had been taking showers in the spare bathroom, which is still like a major upgrade to like the guest shower. Major upgrade to our old shower at our old house, but it was really exciting to finally take a shower like in our master shower. So I wanted to mark that down, and then I played with the boys for a while. So I just used a super cute paper Shire sticker, and she has a lot of like playtime stickers. So if you're in the market for some, definitely check her out. I feel like she has so many stickers, guys, so many. And then I did read Bennett a book in bed. Usually Nick does that. Mostly because I feel like Bennett tries to procrastinate a lot with me, and I'll like read like 12 books then. So try not to put that on me. But Nick's more is like better at being like, no, this is the last one. So I read Bennett a book in bed. I watched The Good Doctor, and then this night we watched Barb and Star. And I don't know if that's like the whole movie name, but it was funny. It wasn't like the world's funniest. I think Bridesmaids was way funnier. But it was funny. I had some laughs, but again, I probably wouldn't watch it again. But if you're in for a movie that's just like really like an easy, quick watch, I don't actually know if it was that short. But if you're like thinking about it, like you watch it, like you're not going to be like, I just wasted time, but you're not going to be like, this was the best thing I ever watched in my whole entire life. Then on Thursday, I went to Target, and then this day we went to confirm the pregnancy. My doctor wasn't going to get me in for quite a while. It was quite a while, in my opinion, from when I found out that I was pregnant. And then they ended up calling me and then pushing it even further. And I was like, dang, guys. So I found a place, like you can go, I think mostly anywhere. In Austin, there's like 100 bazillion of them. They're like third-party ultrasound places, and I never been to them before. I know a lot of people go for like extended 4D ultrasounds, because whenever you go to the doctor, it's not very detailed. They don't really care too much about getting you pictures or anything. You can't really bring a bunch of people with you. And then even some places you can get like not DVDs, but like digitally, like the video, which is cool. I never did that. I kind of regret not doing it with the boys. It was just something I never thought of. And I didn't really think was easily accessible, but in Austin at least, and I'm assuming like larger cities and probably even like smaller places have at least one option. But we found one that was pretty close, and we wanted to just confirm the pregnancy and see if everything looked cool. So we went in and everything looked like I was pregnant. They weren't able to find a heartbeat this day because it was at only 6 weeks, which was it? Yeah, that's right. 6 weeks. So they scheduled us for 8 weeks, and they were like, oh, cause she, the whole thing was funny. So she was actually like an hour late for our appointment, the ultrasound tech, which was fine. Cause like the person before us was doing like the 4D one. And I'm assuming what happened is like the baby wasn't cooperating. So like, I totally get it. I feel like if I was waiting at the doctor's office for an hour though, I'd be like, ugh. But she was like, oh, because I was late, we'll schedule you for 2 weeks to do a heart confirmation for free. And I was like, oh, that's cool. So we just did that. And it was actually going to be a couple days after my doctor's appointment. But then it ended up that my doctor's appointment wasn't until a week or so after that appointment then. And then they didn't even check for a heartbeat at that doctor's appointment. So I'm glad that I did this. It was definitely worth the money for the peace of time and just like the confirmation. So I would definitely recommend it if you're kind of like just a nervous person or just like want to know, like me. I think it was like $100 or something like that, or maybe even 50. I honestly don't remember because it was like digital. Like I like booked the appointment online, and then they like had my card and charged. I don't remember like signing a receipt or anything like that, but if I had another one, I would definitely do it again. Then afterwards, we went to the Disney outlet, and I love the Disney outlet because they play like Disney music and like also have like the like person who talks, like at that point it was like telling you to wear your mask, but it was like a Disney voice, like, you know, like those Disney voices like in the parks. It was like that. And it was just like, I just love being at the Disney store. It's just nostalgic, and like it just gives me all the feels. So I just walked around there for a minute, and then Bennett was in a mood this day, so I put that down. We had Bush's chicken for lunch, which you guys know I've mentioned in the past couple Plan With Me's. I love their mashed potatoes. Oh, I can actually go for those soon. I should get some. And I like their family size, and I get extra gravy, and like I like them piping hot, and it'll like last me like a whole day or two of just eating mashed potatoes. Not the healthiest, but I found out that potatoes are actually quite a safe food for me. I don't feel super sick after eating potatoes, so that's nice. As long as I don't put anything weird on them and it's just potatoes, it's a very safe food for me to eat. So love that. Then I was upstairs just playing with the boys. For dinner, I made crunch wraps. I just love making crunch wraps. I think it's so fun, and they just taste so good. I had a bath with Bennett, and then I watched more of The Good Doctor. This was the week I realized that watching The Good Doctor every day is not for me. So I haven't watched The Good Doctor in a while and plan on binge watching everything that I missed soon. On the 23rd, it was my birthday. I turned 29, which just feels kind of wild. I feel like I don't really remember many of my birthdays. I feel like most of my birthdays I just request to sleep. That's like my what do you want for your birthday, Andrea? Just to sleep. Even though I've been taking a lot of naps because I'm tired, I just usually just want to sleep. Then we went to Snooze, which this was the first time that we actually went to Snooze since probably like early 2020, if not late 2019. So we went and got Snooze. It was so delicious, having it fresh. We had only had it to go for the past year, which is crazy, but we had gotten it to go many times because we love, 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 love Snooze. I actually just saw that they put in a Snooze at the Denver airport, which I feel like is a pretty big deal. We've had Snooze in Denver as well. They have at least one location that I know of because I've eaten at it. And it's just so good. And there's Snoozes in other states as well, but I'm pretty sure it started in Austin. Don't quote me. I'm pretty sure though. There's 2 in Austin. They really need to do another one though because it would be popping. And we also think that they should make more Cabo Bobs because Cabo Bobs is like life. Like I'd eat Cabo Bobs like 2 times a week if it was closer. Then we went to Uncommon Objects. I think I mentioned last week that I had this whole plan of we had lunch reservations and I was going to go to Uncommon Objects and we were just going to have a whole little day date. And I did not feel good. I really tried to muster through the day, but I just kind of gave up right before lunch. I was like, all right, I'm ready to go home. I do not feel good. So I went to Uncommon Objects. Usually I get some kind of brass animal because I do collect brass animals, which I have to get them out of storage because I want to place them places. But there was only 2 that I saw, and I feel like the one was a little bit overpriced, and the other one was a peacock, and it was really, really big, and I was like, I don't know where I'd put it. So I ended up not getting anything, but that was the first time that I went to Uncommon Objects since it hasn't been on 6th Street, which was weird. I do think it's bigger though, but there's barely any parking and it just felt odd, but I definitely will go again sometime just to check it out. And it's also just cool just to look around and see all the stuff that's in there. Then we went to the Barton Creek Mall because it's pretty close to Uncommon Objects, and we got Starbucks and stopped at the Gap. And I think I picked up a couple pairs of pajamas this day that are so comfy. I basically live in pajamas or large t-shirts, which is what I'm wearing right now. And then I was like, all right, I'm ready to go home. And then I just cuddled in bed with Nick and hung out with the boys and then watched 90 Day Happily Ever After. That's my kind of birthday, is just laying around and watching 90 Day. Then on Saturday, we had a room and board order come. So basically from room and board, we ordered our bedroom set as in our bed, our side tables, and then our dresser. So we had been sleeping on a mattress on the floor for a while. And okay, I don't know where I left off because I quit this voiceover last night. It was just Ben needed me. It was a whole thing. I don't remember what I was talking about. Also, I'm doing a voiceover during the day, so you might hear kids and music and people hammering across the street. Who knows, but there's only 6 minutes left, so I figure I could just finish this so that I can get it exporting. I could compress it and upload it and have it ready for tomorrow, which is Friday. I have so many videos pre-filmed, but I have so many voiceovers to do. So like I said, room and board came. We were really excited to finally get our bed and stuff. And then I hung out with Theo, and then we went to Nick's parents. Whenever we got home, I gave the boys a bath, and then I laid in bed and watched Riverdale. I think Nick went in the movie room and watched some of his own shows, but I wanted to catch up on Riverdale. It was kind of my week to get caught up on shows because I was just kind of feeling very lethargic. And then I had McDonald's, which was probably a mistake. Then on Sunday, I went to work in the morning to print labels. And then this day I was in a kind of a cooking mood. So I made pasta salad and also deviled eggs this day. I actually made deviled eggs last night, and I'm making pasta salad Saturday because we're going to have a little 4th of July thing on Sunday. So I need to have it done the day before because it's the best the day after you make it. So I just love making pasta salad. Pasta salad's like my favorite thing to eat, like especially in summer because it's like cold pasta. And like I love cold pasta, cold noodles, any kind of cold noodles. I just love them. And then we did have a Restoration Hardware delivery. I don't remember what exactly was delivered. It might have been like sometimes like we got a lot of deliveries of like a chair, like the dining room chair, and then like another dining room chair, and then like bar stools, and it wasn't all delivered at once, so I don't remember what that was. And then Nick's parents came over and we hung out with them for a little bit, and then I watched more Riverdale in bed, and then I also watched 90 Day Single Life. So that was everything for this week. I hope that you guys liked all of the Plan With Me's this week. I'm going to try and be really ambitious and have a video up 5 days a week for the whole month of July to attempt to get ahead. I do have a lot of the Plan With Me's done, and obviously, as you guys can see, most of my voiceovers are only going to take me about 20 minutes to do. It's just honestly the time that it takes for it to like export and then compress, because my computer has to do that like by itself, and then I can do like another one. And I try to do them at night so that there's not a million sounds going on in the background. Hopefully you guys can't hear any now. There's definitely a lot of like toys moving around, hammering, etc. But I'd really like to be able to get a video up 5 days a week for this month. It won't even get me caught up. It'll get me like closer. But I think that I can do it based on like how many spreads I have completely done. I'm actually working on May, the 17th to the 23rd. I have the base down, and I'm going to finish that today. I've been doing about 2 or 3 a day to try and get caught up, and yeah, I think it's possible. So you guys have a lot of videos to look forward to. I'm also going to try and put up a haul next week, and then also either next week or the next week I want to do a new extender video because I have a lot of new tips and tricks, and I feel like the last one I was kind of all over the place, and now I have a little bit better of a format of what I want to do. I want to do like how they're supposed to be used, and then like my tips and tricks at the end, because I personally don't use them the way that I made them to be. I use them a little bit differently, and I also feel like you could totally, if you have sticker paper laying around, you could totally dupe the way that I use them using just sticker paper. But we do sell them for like a really cheap price. So I will have that video up, I think, next week or the week after. It just depends on how many Plan With Me's I can get done, and then also film that. I also have my washi declutter I want to put up, and a couple other declutters I want to work on. So that is everything. I'm just going through and putting the deco throughout. I think that looks really cute, especially with these foil bundles. I've been obsessed with foil bundles. I've used foil bundles like, yeah, that's what my house sounds like during the day. That's Bennett like moving toys around. Probably his Barbie dream house because he's constantly like moving that all around the playroom. I've used foil bundles or like specialty foils for like 95% of the spread since I started refilming. I think I only didn't use it for 2 weeks. Maybe it's more like 80%, but every week that I use like a specialty foil or a foil bundle, I'm just like way happier. I love like just being able to pull that out. But I also did do like a mixed metal look with a specialty foil coming up, and then I also used a mixed metal that is like older, the hollow and lavender hollow, for a spread coming up that's super cute. But I have a lot of spreads, a lot to show you guys, but I hope you like this video again, and I will talk to you guys in my next one. Bye!